Hello everybody, it is me, Mrs. K, out again. I needed to get out because the weather's not going to be that great, so for me this is just about going out, having some fun, and practicing. And by practicing, this is exactly what I mean, is just going out and doing. So working on my throttle control, working on rolling off my throttle to slow down, all those kind of fun things, like working on my clutch work, working on changing gears. All of these things are just fun practice times. And this is all it really takes to get out there and get more comfortable with your bike, especially for people who are newer to riding. It really is just getting out there and trying the stuff on your bike. It really is just rolling off your throttle because you see the light has changed and just slowly slowing down instead of going straight for the brake. Gearing down, using your back brake, using your front brake. Obviously you don't want to use your front brake for certain things, and especially if it has anything to do with hills. Gearing up, getting back into speed. All of these things are very important to keep practicing. It doesn't matter, even if you've been riding for a while, it makes a difference. I mean, you need to know that you can handle the situations if you need to. So it's why I think it's important just to get out there. Even if you don't have a purpose for going out for your ride doesn't have to have a purpose. Your ride has to be for you and your bike to feel more connected. You know, getting used to the little things, like rolling off the throttle. How much do you roll off? How does it feel when you're rolling off? Do you feel like you're rolling off too hard? Because you definitely don't want to roll off too hard or brake too hard. Those are all bad things to do. Well, I mean, it's not bad things to do because sometimes you have no choice. You need to slow down as fast as you can. But what I mean by bad things to do is that it's not good for you as the rider. It doesn't feel good. It's not comfortable. I've had to do it before where I've had to do emergency stops. And it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't sound good to the bike. I don't know if it's, the chain, stuff like that. All those things matter. So if it doesn't feel comfortable to you, you can imagine it's not going to feel comfortable to your bike. It's an opinion. So it's my opinion. Maybe you guys disagree with me. And if that's the case, well, I'd like to know why you disagree with me, because I'm always interested in learning new things and trying to figure out stuff, and wait for this guy to do his whatever. He's done. Good job. It's the same like practicing to get your shifts smoother. It always feels nice when you get that smooth shift instead of the harsh shift. I know every once in a while I do like one of those harsh shifts, and I can feel it, and I try not to do it again because I don't like that feeling. I want to feel like it's smooth. I want to feel like the machine and I, my beautiful bike and I, are one. I don't want to feel like I'm forcing the bike or forcing myself. So this is why, for me, I believe that practice is extremely important. It's the same like going downhill. I mean, it's not easy to do it, but it's a lot more interesting doing the slow down of the bike with the throttle than it is to just pump on the brakes the whole time. And I know the other thing that Mr. K has talked to me about before is, especially when you're doing the throttling, you don't want to be riding your brakes too. And especially as new riders, you're going to have a higher tendency to do things that you may not necessarily should do. And I don't think I've been down this way before. Oops, it goes into one lane. There we go. I thought there was 2 lanes. My bad. And the other thing is getting yourself used to getting up to speed so that you're not impeding anybody. I'm not saying that you need to keep up with traffic necessarily. It's a good habit to have, but what I'm saying is it's good to be able to after you make your turn or after a stoplight, to be able to get up to the going speed limit instead of taking your time to do it, because it's not necessarily a good thing. It's not good for the people around you. It's not good for it's just not good, because there's a higher chance you're going to impede people by doing that, or you're going to cause yourself your own problems by doing that. It's the same thing with like getting used to gearing down or gearing up, because I know, especially when it comes to like speed bumps and stuff like that, maybe you're in a higher gear. Now you have to lower your gear because you don't want to go over the speed bumps too fast either. I mean, you don't want to feel like you're flying anytime on the bike. That's not a good thing to do. But I don't know. Like I said, it is my opinion. This is my little thing that I just wanted to talk about why it's so important, even though you don't really feel like going anywhere, why it's important to still go out for those rides. Because without that practice, you're never going to get better, or you're never going to improve. And then you're never going to know how to get yourself out of any issues either. Because I've been in my issues already, and every time that I've been in one, I've learned a valuable lesson from it. Do I apply it right away? Maybe not as well as I should, but I work on it. I work on trying to figure out what people are saying, why they say it, and how to improve upon it. Because I don't want to be one of those people that just coasts through riding. I want to learn from it. I want to become better. I don't want to be stagnant. And always make sure that people are going to stop before you go through, because you never know. I mean, it's a four-way stop, I know, and they're supposed to. But we all know that there's people out there that don't obey as well as they should. So just having that opportunity to practice your maneuvers and paying attention to the road, it's one of the lovely things about going down the less main roads is you get to practice some of the stuff without feeling like you're intruding on people. I find it easier to get away with it on side streets or non-main roads than I do on the main roads. It's even like my revving. Like once in a while I'll get myself above my 7,000, but I don't really like to do that. One, because I don't like the sound of it as much, because I feel like the bike is struggling. And the other reason is because, well, for the videos, like the last thing you guys need is a big whining on the videos. But when I do go over those limits, you can feel the difference on the bike. But I feel free for you guys to leave your messages, explain to me which parts you think that I'm wrong on the learning aspects, or if you think that of a tip or trick that is more helpful for other people to learn. I would love to read them. And like always, don't forget to love, ride, and explore. Subscribe if you feel like it, and don't forget to ding the little bell so you know when we upload. Until next time, ta-ta. Is somebody trying to turn on a double yellow? Or is there a break in the line that I don't see? No, it's a turning on a double yellow. And a delivery vehicle, no less. What a shock.